Fun times in Cleveland ahead as we join you by the Lakeshore here at Cleveland Browns Stadium. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the New York Giants taking on the Cleveland Browns. Two teams here fresh off week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports? And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
In motion right, that's Hyatt. Now Jones just going to bat this forward on the jet sweep. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
Now they did get a little gain on this play, but all in all, a nice job defensively against the touch pass. They were able to string it out towards the sideline and never let him get the corner and turn it upfield for a bigger chunk of yardage.
Now Jones. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver, and it's third down. Look at this Browns defense. This unit very tough to throw against, currently second best in the NFL.
And hey, they were stingy in the opener, didn't allow much of anything at all through the air, so now they come into week 2 saying, hey, let's see if we can do even better. Let's go ahead and get to that number 1 spot.
Throwing Jones. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And taken right on the 30. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. It's a 39-yard punt, 8 on the return, and the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their 38. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb, and nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Well, this defense for the Giants, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one, but 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
Now it's Watson. That's out to Chubb, complete. On the move past the 40. Down the sideline he goes. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb with career touchdown number 75. And the Browns get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how the defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They're kind of getting a look at them, get a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. He's going to look deep down the field. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Look at this Browns defense. They were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, Do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try to run it like crazy? Or do you challenge them? This is going to be fun.
Well, a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Jamie Gillen now on the punt. And it's fielded at the 34. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Browns drive about to get started. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They begin this drive with Chubb. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. The tackle there by the safety, Xavier McKinney. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Giants are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 42. They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And he's brought down. His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They go play action here on 1st down. And that is incomplete.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen one touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That's a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
Off the play fake, Jones. And this one is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. That kick, by the way, Charles, a career long.
Well, we did watch him in pregame, and he hit from this distance, so not a surprise. But there still is something exciting about it, carrying it over from practice and pregame to actually doing it in live action.
And Cooper is going to remain in the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, some guys, you never going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Of course, we're going to look at a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal is not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. On first down, it's Watson. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Giants are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
And partner, I think this is what long-term starters in the NFL separate themselves from the rest of the pack, because there's still 3 full quarters left in this one. More than enough time to move past a pair of early mistakes and find a way to lead your team to a win. Mental resiliency, a characteristic every NFL team's looking for in their quarterback.
This is Marshall. And this is going to double their room to maneuver, able to get it from the 5 to the 10-yard line.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this second down call after that type of a gain.
Here's a 2nd and 5. Off play action. Jones. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
It certainly appears they're going to try to keep getting him before it's the 3rd time they've looked in this direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from it. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Throwing first down there, but it's incomplete.
Help me out a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
Into a sea of defenders have intercepted. Picked off by Martin Emerson. And the Browns are going to have a short field here as they take over right at the 50. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Watson on first down. And he's got the hook up to Moore. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and a couple. And Chubb will try the middle here. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
3rd and 2. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. Here's Dustin Hopkins now to try the field goal. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. Hopkins' kick is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach turned his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game You're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
He'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 23 yards to pick up there.
First down, New York.
Jones on 1st and 10. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
And Brandon, as you know, sometimes it's a lot tougher to run with these tight ends nowadays in the NFL. They're just bigger wide receivers. He lined up on the left side of formation, ran a drag route across the field, and tried to work his way open. He was able to make the catch, but the defenders were there, couldn't do a whole lot with it afterwards.
Jones with a handoff to Barkley, and he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try to keep the defense honest.
I mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw on every down.
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time it's 3rd and 3. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. And this will get inside the 20 and be touchdown just outside of the 15-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on the lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Watson's throw here into the hands of Moore. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down. The Browns are 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they've gotten a pretty good deal from the schedule makers as well. Home dates in Weeks 1 and 2.
And I would believe that they would need to take advantage of that, partner, because as you can imagine,
and now Watson throws another interception. And the Giants are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Jones now throwing on first down. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Another good completion on the drive as the Giants have a first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Martin Emerson. And the Browns are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. That's back-to-back drives, and it looked pretty good. The offense was moving the ball, but in both cases, the defense comes up with a big INT to get off the field.
How about the layers of intrigue that continue to get added as we watch this game unfold? Both offenses, they're a little bit discouraged with how their drives ended. How will each respond now? and can either mount another positive series that ends in points for their team. They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he was able to elude that, and even though it threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
On 2nd and 10, Watson. That pass complete to Moore. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Here's 3rd and 3. Watson now to throw. And that is incomplete. And the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. The Browns send out their punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Fielded just inside the 30. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? Gets by him, and now a little daylight. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Yeah, big play there. And when you have a running back that you can use like a wide receiver, when he has that kind of versatility, you do as they did there. Get him out of the backfield and give those defensive backs something else to worry about.
A 1st down run from Barkley, pretty well defended, giving 3 yards on the play.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. Jones throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. The 1st down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Jones going up top. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, the first 2 drives only yielded 3 points. They might be thinking it's time to make something happen. Push the ball downfield and try and gain some points that way. Unfortunately, incomplete.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Here's Watson. And this will be caught at the 30. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. 43 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. They go up the middle with Chubb. Oh, he shifts past him. Able to break through that initial contact and winds up getting about 3 there. It's second down.
I would say that's what you call a whole lot for a little, huh?
When you bust that move out of the bag, you hope for more than 4 yards, but hey, 4 is what he got. Back to throw, Watson. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. Well, the Browns are going to have a first and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. Well, a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Now Watson. Rolling to his right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
And down here, first and goal, if it's not there, don't force it. You've got at least 2, if not 3 more shots at it. So that's a wise move to get rid of it.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, second and goal. To throw is Watson. And he is out of bounds here. That catch good for 8, but still, it's third and goal now. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Browns touchdown. It's the fullback as the first half is winding down. And the Browns will extend their lead here just before halftime. On is Hopkins now for the extra point. It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
On second down, here's the option. And they're going to be waiting for him as they get him behind the line. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. 17-3 the score as we resume action for the second half on EA Sports. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
Now, after the loss, he'll have to navigate a 2nd and 17. Here's Watson. Flush to his right. His throw incomplete.
And the end result of that play, you're almost not sure what you really want, because when he gets outside of the pocket, you actually hold your breath because you think he's going to run for big yardage. But when he chose to pull it down and throw it, and a play was made to knock it away, that's a pretty good end result. Not one you expected when the play began.
Escaping the pressure right. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before it's taken down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Now a first down throw, Watson. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Up the middle, it's Chubb. Yeah, pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. 45 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
They go with Chubb on second down. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Watson. To the right side, he's got Cooper. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
And he's got it. Well, the Browns are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Chubb is into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Here's Hopkins now for the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points.
Giants 3. Dustin Hopkins set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. And that flag accepted. So the hold on special teams backs him up all the way inside the 15 to start. Barkley, inside handoff. And not much here as he'll get it to the 11, maybe the 12-yard line. The linebacker, Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah, on the tackle. They work now on 2nd and 9. Now a toss right to Barkley. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. 10 yards, good for a Giant first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. Off the play fake. Jones. It got his man. Complete. Down to the 10. Touchdown, Giants. Isaiah Hodgins, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Giants are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point splits the uprights, and that cuts the lead to 24-10. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. And no return from Cooper. Out it'll go to the 25. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they're going to stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
At the 28-yard line.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And they get Jones for the 3rd time in this ball game. And the Browns force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. But their defense got them the football with an interception. They trot out there, Charles. And for the first play, they give the football right back.
Brandon, I almost expect you coming like an auctioneer. We've got 2, we got 2. Do I hear 3? Remember, it was 2 in a row. Would we hit 3 in a row? Because these offenses, they've got to be a little bit more careful as they go forward. These defenders, they're locked in and really focused.
The Browns drive about to get started. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Here's Watson now on 2nd down. Looking for Cooper. That's complete. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Off of play action, it's Watson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
This offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10. Chubb on the counter. Shoves him aside. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 70 yards rushing now for Chubb and a first down as well.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7 reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
They run again on first down, Chubb. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter. Looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
On the give, this is their fullback. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
Let's face it, you always want a team full of guys who can get you first downs and big plays of all styles, but you've got to have a big man. You can just turn and hand it to, and he can be dependable in picking up first downs.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb, fighting him off, and taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And again, it's Chubb. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock. And this is 2nd and less than a yard.
It's 2nd and inches at the 5-yard line.
Handoff comes to Chubb. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage, the stop troops, the defensive guys, they've got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
But this defense knows, they're well aware that they're down 2 scores, and they figure this is pretty much their last chance. They know if they give up a touchdown here, that ends it. Nice job on 1st and goal to push them the other way, but they have to be thinking takeaway right here.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
This is our last chance. That's right. It's about time, fellas.
And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? Now it's Watson. And this will be incomplete. Boy, can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked too. Instead, it's 4th down. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
Well, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the...
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Jones. And that will be incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Desperation time now. Here's Jones. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Now, no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing, Jones. That ball caught by Campbell. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
It's a gain of 20. 1st down, Giants.
And they'll try to save the timeouts to use on defense if need be as he runs up and spikes it. 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. Gets this to Waller on the crossing route. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 29-yard line.
A gain of 18 on the play. 1st down, Giants.
And now what's this? They fake the spike. He'll throw it. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Late in the game, he's certainly doing everything in his power to buy time for his guys to make a play. But in this case, he's surrounded, and all he has room to do is to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. And that's going to be incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lost one bit. to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Here's Jones on third down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Barkley will score. Touchdown, New York. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play, and actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
Extra point attempt to come here. And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
Makes the score Browns 27, Giants 17.
So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this will be recovered by the Browns hands team, and that should just about write a finish to this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Chubb with a first down carry as he'll get about 3 out of it. Make it 2nd and 7 coming up. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Watson sliding out of the pocket. And that is taken in by Njoku. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. And Chubb will try the middle here. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
No, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So for Cleveland, they used a favorable early schedule to their advantage as they move to 2-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.